Hi everybody, who up kissing they demons? I hope it's many of you. Welcome back to Sorry We're Closed. Hi Zoe! Hi Bree. I don't know if you heard that. We last time went through an abandoned aquarium and dealt with a very clingy, let's use that word, pop star who had got kidnapped and got turned into a giant. What exactly is the word? Not fish. A type of crustacean, maybe? Lamprey? A lamprey. Let's say a giant lamprey. And then we stole her third eye and ended up taking her door back into the hotel where Robin has suggested crawfish is a good option. I don't know that crawfish have the circular maws filled with teeth, but you know, she's a demon monster now, or was, until we killed her. I'm sipping tea. I need to just make I need a special mode where I am sipping tea, because I'm doing that all the time in real life. Anyway, yeah, so we took the door back. Robin has suggested we should ask around to see if we can figure out some kind of secret weak point of the Duchess's. And we also ran into Clarissa, who gave us a camera, because there's one shot left on it, and she wants us to use it to take a picture of something that can drive apart Daryl and Oakley. I forgot Oakley's name for a second. So, we could do that, or we could try to find something that would make them closer and happier than ever. As always, I'm going to forget all of the buttons because they are like the complete opposite of what I'm doing in Fatal Frame actively. So none of these doors I can go into. Distant voice singing. They're just places that people are staying. Sweet smell of perfume. Chattering. There's multiple people in that room. Let's go talk to the cute maid. Meow meow. I think it's just generally making the place feel like an actual hotel that's occupied. Oh, you might be wondering about where Zee is. They will be joining us in the chat in a little bit. We have more... It's just like life continues on, and we must conserve energy for E33. I also want to meet the cat. Cleaning the rooms for our guests can take so long, especially if there are humans strewn all over the place. What does that mean? What does that mean, Precious? Hi, Robin. I knew that Daryl was linked to your curse somehow, but I never would have guessed he was the right-hand man of the Duchess. I couldn't imagine giving an idiot like that any kind of responsibility. He must be a huge liability. He totally is. He'll be easy to take down. Take down? Michelle, all we need to do is break the curse. The more we avoid him, the better. It's better to deal with someone like him now while I have the tools to do it, don't you agree? Look, I don't like the guy either, but going out of your way to trip him up just makes you more like him. Don't join the world of trickery. You'll eventually find yourself on the wrong end of the stick, just saying. Terrible ideas aside, let's make sure we get what we came here for. Let's focus. We got that dialogue almost certainly because we have been agreeing to work with Clarissa. Try and eke out some info on the next victim. Have a look around. You might be able to get info straight from the Duchess if you're lucky. I might have a look for a bite to eat while we're here. Are you safe here? It's not so easy for me to poke around in the Duchess's business here without raising some eyebrows, but it'll be all right. Anything else? The next victim? You'd probably have better luck getting intel here than me, since you'll be seen as harmless. Anything else? Benedict's relic. I've not had any luck finding it. I'm guessing it's locked away somewhere tricky to get to. I'm not able to easily explore all of the hotel, but I can sense it's here. A relic like that has a certain feeling to it that can't be ignored. I think there's a good reason you don't catch many demons on the same floor as the victim hall. Anything else? Have you seen the Duchess? Thankfully not. The two of us wouldn't get on so well. You look disappointed. I'm curious is all. Learning more about the Duchess might help. Learning what exactly? So these are the normal, and then the I'm totally obsessed with the Duchess answers. And we're not going to go with a way out of this curse. We're going to go with, what is the Duchess like? I don't know, evil, merciless, dangerous? Take your pick. There must be more. You're a demon, and you don't seem to be any of those things. All I'm saying is there's plenty of other non-demonic fish in the sea. Gross. I think I'm done with fish for the foreseeable future. Anything else? Nope, never mind. Just try and keep your cool, all right? Sure. Another night and another victim confession takes place. This event tends to be one of our most popular. Watching live torture really livens the place up and piques the appetite. Sure does. Yeah, Robin Hypocrisy Hours. Like, it's their specialty. So, the kitchen... Daryl has restricted access... Daryl has restricted access to the kitchen in the hopes of making it more efficient. It's worked somewhat. He won't even let me pass into the kitchen. You'll have to ask him yourself. It's in the hallway through the door next to the reception desk. Is there something else I may help you with? So, other victims? Where does the Duchess keep their victims? In their rooms until they're called out for a love confession, which they usually fail. Do you know where any of the doors lead to? I might be the manager, but the Duchess's victims are none of my business. Even if they were, I wouldn't tell you. Never mind. I'm rather busy, so if you don't mind... Dewel. What do you mean it's not good enough? I'm busting my ass here. What more could you want? The Duchess is indeed crazy about the pan au chocolat, but it's not enough. You need to do better. Sort yourself out, Daryl, or the Duchess will sort you out for yourself. Wait. Sort out. If Daryl sorts out, then the Duchess... I think I got it. The Duchess will sort you out if you don't sort you out. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a show to put on in the dining hall. Piss off. Maid. Hello, Michelle. Are you enjoying the hotel yet? So, other victims... Sorry, all information on the resident guests is confidential. We try to discourage letting them mix with each other. Can I help you with anything else? I want to go home. You really ought to use the door that leads to your room. It would be the fastest way to get there. You'd better see the Duchess if you want to open your room door. Can I help you with anything else? So, the kitchen... Daryl has restricted the access to the kitchen, so you'll need to speak to him if you want to get in there. It's in the hall that leads to the dining room. Can I help you with anything else? Never mind. Yep, this is that segment, Zoe! This is that segment! We're gonna do some stuff, or, well, I guess we're not gonna do some stuff. Yeah. Enjoy your stay. Cerberus is here. Ugh, we've been here for hours. This is no way to start a holiday. We heard the service here was going downhill, but we had no idea things were this bad. This is definitely all Daryl's fault. Is it a good idea to talk about your boss like that when he might be around to overhear? We're on holiday, babe. He's not our boss when we're off the clock. Have you seen other victims in town before? Why would I bother talking about work while on vacation? Get lost. Vacation hours start now. Us bad boys are ready to paint the town red. Anything new in here? All right, there is a new newspaper. Heartbreaker on the loose. Demons, look out! There's news of a heartbreaker finding its way into the hands of someone who isn't afraid to use it. Though the likes of demonkind have been able to enjoy a more luxurious lifestyle, as exorcisms have fallen out of fashion with humans, it looks like we may find ourselves in the crosshairs of peril once more. Some of us are beginning to wonder if even the most powerful of us could survive the heart-wrenching shot this weapon delivers. I interviewed the very demon we all think of when it comes to heartbreak, the Duchess. What can you tell us about heartbreak, Duchess? You have a deep, intimate familiarity with the subject. The pain of such an ordeal is unbearable, and the agony is enough to reduce any being to dust. How is it you survived this long, having had such a heavy heart? I believe in the power of love. I know that I do not possess it at this moment, but understanding that love is real prevents my withering away. Do you think you'll ever truly find love? Yes, I want to believe that I will find love, but am I deserving? I am not so sure. It's a common belief that real love can reduce demons to a human form. Does that scare you? My mission is to find a love that requires no change. My search will continue until I have such a thing. Unfortunately, I was unable to ask further questions due to the Duchess's intense schedule. Alright, let's move on this way. Oh, cute meat again. If I wasn't forced to work here, I'd spend all my time in the dining room. Chef Armando's cooking is unbeatable. Okay, it's just Crete's Postal Services again. Oh, look who's here. Look who's here. It's Mimi, the, hamster. If it ain't her royal deadness. Daryl... I can't believe the Duchess is still lighting a fire under my ass. Admittedly, I'd probably do a better job if Oakley was happier. When Oakley's unhappy, it's all I can think about. I can't focus on work. I don't want to lose Oakley. He makes me a better person. Piss! I almost forgot. It's all gone wrong. Why did I even bother with that stupid plan? I'll have to take a couple of fingers off you for this. I'll need my fingers if you want my help to fix this, you fool. The only thing you'll be helping are the fishes as they devour your carcass in the deep, dark, lonely sea. They're hungry, Michelle. I want to feed them. So my options are Punch Daryl, Punch Daryl, Punch Daryl. So I think, let me think about this one. Yeah, let's punch Daryl. Thanks, I needed that. I was spiraling a bit there. That wouldn't have been any good for Mimi to see. Mimi's what I'm calling our new baby hamster. Rat. Mimi is short for Michelle. I thought I'd remember ya in my own way after ya R.I.P. forever. What do I do now? Oakley's furious. There has to be some way to make it up to him. You'll come up with something if you stop babbling like a baby first. Daryl, what does your man want? What does he really, really want? Yeah, I got it! Violet the baker was stealing Oakley's morning customers. Amazing pan au chocolate. Not even I can deny it. Oakley's been hoping to get the edge on the competition. If he had access to that recipe, he'd love me forever. I want to steal it, but the Duchess has fallen hard for those pan au chocolat. If that recipe goes missing, everyone will lose their heads, starting with me. The recipe's in the kitchen. I'll let you in. If you can find a way to get a copy of the recipe, then you could give that to Oakley for me. I'm serious about fixing things this time. If you do this for me, I'll give you anything you want. I'm not like you, Daryl. I don't need something in exchange. Oakley is a nice guy. He deserves a better boyfriend, so I'm trying to help him. Fine. Help me fix my relationship with Oakley, and I'll try and be a better man. Get a copy of that recipe and bring it to Oakley tomorrow on my behalf. I got business to deal with elsewhere. Don't fuck this up. All right. Well, we have access to the kitchen now. Oh God, Violet, no. So let's look around. Here's the pan au chocolate recipe. Here's Chef Armando. Here's something. Here's something. Something's over here. And here's poor Violet. Violet, no. Have they finally brought in a second prisoner to help in the kitchen? No, sorry. Oh. I've been trapped here by that walking, talking, banana-looking guy. I don't even know his name. I can't even remember how I got here. Sounds like Daryl. Are you okay? It's all such a blur. I'm not even sure I know what okay means anymore. You should go before you get trapped here too. I've seen some things people should never see. What's going on here? Banana Boy ships these boxes to businesses outside of the hotel. I don't know where. I'm just forced to process the bodies and pack the meat. And make pan au chocolate. Oh yeah, absolutely Violet's trans. Like, I am positive. Like, she's a darling, she's a wonder. She also shares Oakley's model in-game. And I love her. It's not easy working in a dingy place like this, but I make do. I have to. I have to make everything so quickly that I don't have time to rinse the blood off my hands before preparing the pan au chocolate. I better get back to work. Ugh, sorry to bother you. Girl, that's so gross and not your fault. Not your fault. That's horrible. So, here's the pan au chocolate recipe. Daryl wants for Oakley. I can't take it, so I'd have to find a way to copy it. I could use my camera here to take a picture, but there's only one shot. Yeah, the demons love the blood pan au chocolate. Pan au blood chocolate. Little lamb chop, have you brought a highly important ingredient Chef Armando desires? Chef Armando still requires something flaming hot and spicy. Something yeasty and bubbly. Find these, and Chef Armando's kitchen will be rid of the dreadful human assistant, and you shall be rewarded in full. So the real reward of finding the ingredients for Chef Armando is that Violet gets released. You can free Violet in this game. So let's get some hot sauce. Chef Armando is pleased. Chef Armando would reward you with 20 yauzas for this ingredient. Do you want Chef Armando to take this hot sauce? Yeah, we're selling it. Lovely! The heat, the pain, the flames. This will bring a nostalgic yet hellish comfort to our guests. How you have secured such an item perplexes Chef Armando, but you have achieved it nonetheless. I do not need the yauzas. I'm on my 4th playthrough of this game. I need to free Violet. As promised, Chef Armando rewards. Listen, little lamb chop. If you could bring Chef Armando what is left on his shopping list, his purse of yauzas will open yet again. When Chef Armando's condiment collection is complete, Chef Armando will create new culinary delights for the Duchess, and the kitchen can be rid of this dreadful human baker. Alright, so let's see what's on the table. Is this what Daryl's been putting in Oakley's deliveries? There has got to be a way to show him words won't be enough. There is. There's one shot left on the film. Should I take a photo of the dubious meat? Yeah, so you have a choice here between taking a photo of the recipe in order to save Oakley and Daryl's relationship, or take a photo of the meat to absolutely destroy their relationship, because can you fucking imagine? Like, can you imagine what that would be like? I can't. We're taking a photo of this meat. Got meat photo. Gross. I should have known Daryl would be doing something like this. Those poor people. And poor Oakley. I think that Oakley deserves a better boyfriend. I hate when it spins. All right, here we go. There's going to be a performance, a totally normal show. And here we go. Ta-da! I call that one the Dance of Ecstasy. Dan. Okay. Now for our main event for all you wonderful, wonderful creatures. That's right, you guessed it. It's time for You Better Fall in Love with Me Quick or You'll Regret Your Decisions for the next year and 4 months. Our contestant tonight is Room 367. Say hi, Room 367. Hi. Are you ready? Tonight's question is... Do you love me? I do. I do love you. She's lying. Grind her. There we have it. Love is not in the air tonight. Join us again next week when we have room 572 on stage. Yeah, the Duchess thinks this will work. Like, we have to, like, I cannot emphasize enough, the Duchess is genuinely trying to find love. And this is the idea that's happening here. This is the approach. This is where we think we're going with this. So, yeah. Grind her. Oh god, they're cleaning. Look at this. Did you see that? That's what they call a masterclass performance. You didn't have to do much. Huh. It only appears that way because I make it look effortless. There's a reason the Duchess keeps me around, and it's not just for my good looks. So, about Daryl. Daryl is the worst employee to work at the hotel since I've been here. He'll be replaced. Every human that's worked for the Empire gets replaced eventually, and it's never pretty. Why someone as intelligent as the Duchess would hire such a fool? You've still got something you want to say? So, the Duchess's previous love? There's not a lot to say about it. Losing the embrace of heaven drove all of us demons mad. We all handle it differently. We all have different ideas of what it was that we lost that makes us what we are now. If one of us were to crack the code on how to go back, it would be the Duchess for sure. The Duchess is brilliant. You've still got something you want to say? No, never mind. Leave me. I need to begin focusing on my next performance. Well, yeah, this is... Right, like, the plan. What if I took Daryl's place and became the Duchess's right-hand, no. How's it going for Daryl? How's it going for Daryl, Michelle? Nevertheless. Dan's performances can be lacking, but at least the segments with the victims are entertaining enough. The entertainment here doesn't interest me one bit. All I care about is food. I'll go wherever there's a good carcass to consume. Well, it's true, she is currently working retail. She is currently a clerk at a convenience store, which also doesn't have good job security. So, like, really, what do you think about it? Which is worse? Michelle? Me best friend? How's it going? I said all that letter of yours. I can't believe you're getting involved with those personal affairs. They're an infamous couple, if you know what I mean. So about other victims? I wouldn't know nothing about that. The Duchess's affairs are none of my business. I plan to keep it that way, if you know what I mean. Anything else? So, the hotel? Are you enjoying yourself at the hotel? Of course, they've got some of the best grub you'll find on this island. I've been well relaxed. I'm even able to watch my favorite show, Dime Pels, for once. The current twist between Epiphany, Oxblood, and Canary Rouge. Shh! I haven't caught up on the latest episode. Don't spoil it for me. Anything else? Never mind. If you'll excuse me, I've got some more grub to eat. I need to take advantage of the all-you-can-eat buffet. All right, as you can see, I'm circling the Duchess here. Let's talk to the couple that are on a date. I love them. Look at them. Oh, I have a very bad angle on them. Look at them. This is romance. It's been such a dream staying at the hotel. I can't remember the last time I felt like a conscious being. I feel different here. We don't often spend time together like this. It's been magical. Have you ever been on the floor with all the victims? Do you know where any of the doors lead to? The victim corridor was part of the hotel tour, but we weren't allowed to stay long. Sorry, dear. All right, let's chat with the Duchess. It's good to see you again, Michelle. I've been thinking about you every hour on the hour. We have not had as much time together as I would like. We should make more of an effort to be in each other's company. I suppose now is as good a time as any. I love them. I simp. So, your other victims? You already have hundreds of victims. What makes me different? They don't engage with me as you do. One candidate seemed promising, but she only had interest in acquiring the vision. But what happened to her? Where is she now? She has entombed herself in the depths near the threshold of the underworld and here. I'll never visit her again, especially after she stole one of the keys to my room. Such a key is not easy to replace. She can rot in solitude for eternity. This is the kind of trouble humans get into when they play around in my world. Keep talking. I'm enjoying this. I've been thinking about you too. Careful, Michelle. I do not like being lied to. No, it's just... Why do you think love will fix everything? It is the only thing I am missing. It was the only thing stolen from me. I'm not sure it's the only thing that was taken away. It's the only thing taken away that mattered. You must have felt empty inside since. I know what that's like. Someone once told me it never feels the same after you lose your first love, that we have to accept the changes that new love can bring. It's hard. I'm still trying to learn what that means. I don't need change. I need love. It will bring everything back to how it was. Don't try to lower my guard, Michelle. Keep talking. I'm enjoying this. Yeah, the humans that definitely come here and do this 100% voluntarily, and yeah, maybe there's a reason that they're not engaging as much as our freak, Michelle. Have you thought about how useless Daryl is? I don't understand. What does Daryl's role have to do with us? Everything! How many suitors has he brought your way? 7 1/2. She's just going to breeze past this. Of all these potential matches he's brought your way, none of them have worked. From the looks of it, we're not going to work out either. I wouldn't say he's exactly fit for the job. Look around. You've got one foot in the right place and the other foot standing in a trash pile. You could be thinking bigger. I've had to deal with others like you. You think you know more than me. Not at all. I just know better than Daryl. He's not been able to focus on work because this relationship is on the rocks, you know. And it's only going to get worse. Enough. Don't try to swindle your way out of this, Michelle. Right, the tone switches so much between the dialogue options. And again, you only get the dialogue options that you have available to you. If I had been pursuing Lucy stuff, I get a different dialogue option here. And I would not get the have you thought about how useless Daryl is, because you get shut out of that if you are working with Lucy, because you're trying to keep Daryl and Oakley together. I need to go. What a shame. You intrigue me. Let's have dinner together. I want to stare into those large human eyes for several hours on end. That is what you humans do, is it not? Tomorrow night, you can come here. It will be brilliant. I'm working the late shift tomorrow. I intend on surviving this whole ordeal, so I need to keep that job. I won't be able to make it. Don't worry, I'll sort it. Find something nice to wear. I like my darlings to dress well. I'll reopen my door to your bedroom. I recommend you use this to return home. You'll need all the rest you can get. All right, thanks, Duchess. Okay, bye. It's like oh yeah, no, like, I'm totally into you, and I, like, definitely am curious about what if you and I worked, but obviously we're not going to work out, so you should hire me instead, is the tone switch that you get during this a lot. But since the endings are open, you kind of have to have either option available, though I slightly wish that they shut you out of one, but there's, I don't know, it would be annoying to get shut out of some and not others, right? Hello. Right, I already bothered Lucy during dinner. Sure thing, sweetness. Alright, let's run all the way down to my room and get some rest. Oh, hi, Robin. Any luck with your investigation? The Duchess mentioned one of the victims being somewhere between the threshold of the underworld and here. Very cryptic stuff. Apparently this victim wanted the curse? I was wondering why it didn't work out between them. She got caught stealing a key from the Duchess. The Duchess wasn't very pleased, as you would imagine. A key. Interesting. I noticed that this floor has a weird feeling to it. It has the same je ne sais quoi I felt at the station where the Heartbreaker was stored. It's as I suspected. This floor is usually empty, and staying here long enough would make a demon queasy. It's strongest outside the Duchess's room. That must be where Benedict's signal is coming from. I just tried breaking in, but no luck. I've exhausted all I can do here for now. Let's catch up with Benedict at the church tomorrow. We can figure out our next move then. You should get some sleep. See you later. I'm going to just go look at the Duchess's room for a second. I can't get in because I don't have a key. But this is a very pretty door, and whoa! That's not the Duchess. I know who that is. I'll try to remember to tell you later. That is a character in the game. The door to my bedroom. The Duchess has unlocked it. I can go home now. What an intense day. I just drank water badly. You would think that I'd be better at doing this basic human function. I practice it. I practice it regularly. Alright, let's go to sleep. Surely nothing will happen. I know, like, what's the deal between them? To have that giant portrait. And, like, it's mutual, if you remember. Anyways, I'm being very coy about that, but... It's hard to tell when I'm awake or when I'm dreaming. Another day and another third eye in my hand. So let's see. Clarissa wants revenge on Daryl. He's ruined my life. Everyone around him is suffering due to his actions. He doesn't deserve his bar or the power the Duchess gives him. Chamuel, the angel of love. Some love life he has. Losing hold of someone close. I understand what he's going through. He thinks demons can be redeemed. He makes the Duchess sound so helpless, like someone worth saving. Could I? Oh dear. Can I make it through this? I miss the simpler times before all this mess. Accept your destiny and do nothing. That is how you used to be. Return to that. There is no reason to change now. Tampering with fate only leads to pain. You will be dealt with. Day 3. Here we go. We're leaving our floor, walking all the way down the stairs. Doo-doo-doo. The art is so good. Like, the playable stuff is, like, perfectly serviceable. It fits an era. It's got a big Resident Evil, like, vibe, while being, you know, bright neon queer punk. But, like, the splash art just, so good. Also, there's a missing photo of Matilda here. Didn't notice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's Lucy. Uh-oh. Lucy, what are you doing here? You fucked up, Michelle. The deal is off. I'm not going to waste my time asking you again, but I will keep tabs on your progress. I like to have intimate knowledge of the affairs of those around me. I'll always be one phone call away. I'll say hello to Leslie for you, since you'll never be able to do it yourself. So we are now officially locked out of that ending. Anyways, first, hello. I get that it's novel to chat on the phone with me, but it's also tiresome. What do you want? Sure. We're not sweetness anymore. We ain't sweetness no more. Before we deal with all that stuff up north, let's go here. What a disappointment. I was hoping the new expose on Epiphany Oxblood would be out by now. Let's see what the newspaper has. Darling, the night is young. Will you go and enjoy the nightlife? In my own way. Don't take what you have for granted. You never know when it will all disappear in a puff of smoke or a flame. My house burned down once, everything I owned gone overnight. People focus on the items they lose when they imagine house fires, but when it happens, the only thing that really matters is life. Gosh, that sounds terrible. I'm so sorry. Don't be. I walked away the world's happiest man that night. My wife and my dog were both safe. It was a terrible time, but boy, was I happy. Would you like some lighter news? Ongoing effect of derelict buildings. With a large number of closed businesses, locals are beginning to worry over the knock-on effect those crumbling places are having on their neighborhood. An incident was recorded last night at the aquarium. A large feature tank fractured, spilling its contents and causing irreparable water damage. The water, which had been left unattended in the aquarium, might pose serious health hazards to those in the surrounding area. The owner of the property had intended to demolish the building, but was told to hold off as it was a place of interest to the police. The owner couldn't understand how the incident could have happened. The tanks were emptied. We were aware of the risks. We knew the tank shouldn't be holding water for any duration of time without ongoing maintenance. The aquarium was one business that had continued to operate until recently, despite rumors of unusual activity. High-grade locking mechanisms were installed to deny customers access to certain parts of the building. We reached out to several previous employees for comment, but have yet to hear back. Debate over abandoned church's fate. The local council is debating the fate of the abandoned church. Some locals argue that the church should be reopened for worship, and it's possibly the only thing keeping this city from suffering complete collapse. It's a symbol of hope, one that even during these trying times stands as a beacon, says one resident. The church crypt, belonging to one of the city's aristocratic families, has recently been broken into. The police are keeping an eye out in case any rare possessions from the family appear on the black market. The current head of the estate has not been seen recently. It is suspected that she too might be a victim of the current missing persons phenomenon. Local shop destroyed. A small convenience shop has been ransacked in the inner city, leaving the manager in a state of distress. The motive for the crime is uncertain, as no money or items have been stolen. I know who did this, I just know it. I don't have the evidence yet, but she's worked here for the last time. The owner had more to add, but the comments were not suitable for publication. It's evident how unhappy he is at the situation. Take care of yourself, my darling Michelle. So I'm going to go to my convenience shop in just a second. About that, let's talk to this demon first. The downside to fewer humans is there's less to do around town. Alright, let's, Oh boy. Oh no, I'll sort it. I'll sort it, they said. Oh boy, oh no. Yep, they sorted it. My precious darling shop. Michelle, I knew you were bad for business. This was my castle. I ruled from my tower, and now my treasure's destroyed, my prized goods tarnished. This wasn't me. I was asleep in my flat all night. I don't believe you for a second. I've heard how you talk about managers. This was an act of jealousy. You didn't have what I did, so you ruined it. You're fired. I don't want to see your face around here again, you hear me? So... I'll make sure you can make it tomorrow for our date. I'll sort it. Yep. Well, they sorted it. They solved the problem. Look, there was a problem of us having a job and we hated it, but we had to go anyways because it was our job. And now look, now we have a different problem, which is that we're unemployed. I'm about to go into Oakley's, but let's talk to Clarissa. Michelle, did you make good use of the camera I gave you? I did take a photo. Great! Hurry up and show Oakley! I can't wait to see how this goes down! I love the art of her and her little... I'm just clicking in here to show her again. Look at her little baby hairs. She's so cute. So first things first, Ravenous Demon. I couldn't care less what Oakley's going through in his life. All he has to do is keep cooking. This is a normal human. Oakley's won the food war over Violet for now. I almost forgot how tasty everything is in here. I guess that Violet realized they were no match, but I wouldn't mind betraying Oakley again for Violet's cookies if they ever come back. So let's see both modes of what the delivery girl has to say. Things are always on thin ice between Daryl and Oakley. Will we ever see the end of it? This has to be the best job a demon can have around here. Having access to food of this quality is unheard of unless you stay at the Duchess's Hotel. All right. Hi, Oakley. Let's talk first, and then I'll show you what I've got in my inventory. Baby girl, have you seen the state of the shop you work at? We have way too much drama going on in our town, as if people going missing wasn't enough. You've got some serious baggage under your eyes, baby girl. If I were you, I would turn tail, go home, light some candles, and meditate all this bad energy away. You look like you need it. I'll need to light some candles myself. Dealing with Daryl's antics is aging me faster than time itself. Yesterday was no different. I can't see a future with him. He doesn't respect me. How could he think that bringing a rat to my diner was a good idea? I should dust my precious stones and move them around the house according to the moon's pattern. It might help. Anyway, I got some amethysts you can take home if you need. Those little crystals can clear up anything. So yeah, we're not just beyond candles. I think we're actually also beyond crystals, because you would not believe what I have a photo of. Ugh. How's it going, baby girl? Show Oakley where Daryl's meat supply comes from, and our options are keep photo or show meat photo, and we are going to show our meat photo. That sounds incorrect, but you know. Daryl has another side to him that he's been hiding. I feel terrible breaking such awful news, but as a friend, I must. He's dangerous. You ought to cut him out of your life for good. What's this? Are those boxes look like the meat deliveries I get from Daryl's new business. And what's that next to it? What? Michelle, what is this? I think I'm going to be sick. What the hell? This can't be. I'm going to have to leave. I can't stay here with him. This town is wicked. It's bloody cursed. I have to shut the shop. I just need a few days to get myself together. Vegetarian dishes only from here on out. I'm never cooking meat ever again. Yeah, I mean, he's probably been eating his own cooking, like... Woof. 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 This whole town is cursed. I'll be packing my bags and finding somewhere else to settle. I suggest you do the same. I can't do this anymore. So we have slightly ruined Oakley's life. We've slightly ruined Oakley's life. However, the alternative was not telling him that his boyfriend is selling human meat in his restaurant, that he has been cooking and preparing and serving to his customers. It is a pretty cursed town. There's a lot of demons. Like, do you think that the demons are here at this proportion everywhere in England? We did it, Michelle! He'll easily be able to convince the Duchess that you deserve Daryl's place. Now we can watch Daryl crumble under the pressure. This will be such a satisfying win. Yep. All right, well, we did it. We did it. Hi, Daryl. How's it going? Everything's gone downhill. I just got word of Oakley telling me to hit the road. He's even blocked my number. Piss! I don't know if I can take it, Michelle. Oakley was everything to me. I don't have anyone else. People don't care about me like Oakley does. No one comes to my house for dinner. Only Oakley. Without him, I might as well be dead to the world. Stop whining, Daryl. Focus. You should spend every hour dedicated to getting Oakley back. He's the most important thing to you in the world, right? You have to prove it. You're right. This has to be the only thing I focus on. Otherwise, he'll never see how much he's worth to me. I need Oakley back. I'll follow him to the end of Earth if I have to. Perfect. That's what we call harassment. Oh my God, it's Donovan. Hey! Hi! Hello! Donovan! Hi! You don't mind if I say hi, do you? Of course not. So, how are things and how are you? Are you well? How's it going? Yeah, I'm doing great, actually. I booked a new gig for tonight. The owner of this bar offered a last-minute slot for me. I'll be playing at an exclusive avant-garde location. It's meant to be pretty wild and unusual, but I think it's a good thing to keep one's audience varied. You should stop by if you can. Oh my god, I wish I could go. I can't, though. I have something I need to go to. Something I sadly can't escape. What a shame. Maybe I'll be able to catch another of my gigs another time. What a shame. It's a real shame that we won't get to see Donovan perform. I'm usually the first one here when the bar opens and the last one out when it closes. I miss Clarissa being around. She was so much fun. That girl knew how to live. Yeah, that's just a human. Alright. They stuck me on this awful route again today. Thankfully, it's been fairly normal. No chills running down my spine. For now. Love, are you okay? I just saw the shop. I was worried you might have been there when it happened. I'm glad to see you're safe. At least you'll have the day off to hang around town. I've noticed you've been out and about rather than going straight home recently. Your life seems so exciting all of a sudden. Well, I have a date with the devil and it might get me killed. What? Oh, you better spill the details before I strangle them out of you. Who is it? I need to know. What are they like? So my options are, I'm not really into them. Tall, dark, and handsome. Powerful and filthy rich. Or I'd rather be with Leslie. And we are going to go with tall, dark, and handsome. Oh, you have my full attention. Have you ever liked someone that looked like bad news? Love, we've all been there. Looking like bad news isn't a problem. Taking your time to really know someone might show another side to them. What if they're the worst news you've ever seen? Like the key your car and slash your tires if you wrong them type. Wild. Sounds like you need to shut the shop and find them right now before they scratch your favorite non-existent car. Yeah, it's just, they've got a lot going on in their life. I don't know. They might need to sort that before they're ready for love. No one is ready for love, love. You've got to be ready to give it before you can take it. Don't wait for them to be perfect. What if love is the thing that they need? That is what they say. Well, a date is a date. You don't expect to go dressed like that, do you? Here, when I picked this out for our stock, I was thinking of you. It only seems right that you should have it. Got evening dress. Knock 'em dead, love. Yeah, Stacy and Creed to me are the two that make it the most, like, that have the most obvious diction to me. That makes it feel very like, oh, right, yes, no, we are in London. And that comes with a variety of accents, and I'm not trying to do a received pronunciation because I'm not very good at it. And I can't imagine doing a British accent for all of these characters, but Stacy and Creed, just the way they're written, I'm like, oh yeah, no, like, you've gotta put an accent on these for me, at least. Hi, Tad. Let's go into culture shock. Alright, there's a guy here. It's Marty's admirer. I was so close to asking Marty on a date today, but I don't think it'll work out between us. Not until he's able to see who I really am. Do you think I can get Duchess to give the Marty a third eye too? Then he'd be able to see the real me. I'm rooting for these two, even if it's a stalking situation right now. Maybe it won't be. You know that Marty wants to know all this stuff. The Duchess thinks they cornered the market on class and power, but I bet I could run an empire like that if given the chance. What would your empire be like? Well, I wouldn't have a tacky hotel for a start. I'd keep it modest, simple. Maybe a franchise of coffee shops with us demons in mind. I'd show the Duchess what real class looks like. I can't decide if I should buy Wobble Time by the Wobblemen or the original soundtrack for Wave Machine. Why not both? That won't do. Making tough decisions keeps the mind sharp. It would be nice if I had someone close to me to share music with. Even a human would make good company at this point. Hi, Marty. You look a little rough, Marty. What's up? Dude, Robin came in here asking a whole load of questions about the crypt at the abandoned church and then ran off. So I decided to do some urban exploration and did the most gnarly thing ever. I followed them. Marty, you shouldn't stalk people like that. I wasn't stalking. They eventually caught me anyway and pushed me back really hard, too. Why would you sneak up on Robin? You could have gotten seriously hurt. I did get seriously hurt. If you and Robin would take me with you, I wouldn't have to resort to solitary demon stalking, which, by the way, is strongly looked down upon in my Demonology 101 course. Demon stalking? Michelle, I don't know how to break this to you, but Robin is a demon. Don't be silly! All the questions, all the commotion around every place they've mentioned recently, I'm worried about them, dude. The crypt has the worst demon juju. I can sense these things. I heard the church hides a gateway to the underworld. That would explain a lot. I found my cherub's blade there a few months back. Someone or something from the other side must have dropped it. I thought I might message my trading friend, TAD. They never showed up the other day, but I suspect it's because they're actually a demon too. How else would they have access to the highest quality artifacts? I can't believe they ditched me. I would have fought back harder and followed Robin further into the crypt, but whatever. So, what's on your mind? Your cherub's blade? It's a rare find. The blade is extremely sharp and made out of nacre, commonly known as mother of pearl. I don't actually know how to say that word. They say any food prepared with the blade will be imbued with a tang of angelic energy. Demons go crazy for the forbidden touch of angelic essence. Yeah, they do. Ayo! I was so chuffed when I stumbled across it. I'm going to use it to lure demons here. Could you imagine, Michelle? Real demons right here in my shop? Want me to explain something else? I do think that's Benedict's sword. We know Benedict has a bow, but I think that, like, it's not like there's a lot of Grand Protector angels hanging around the church otherwise, because, like, I can't imagine it's beloveds, you know? Can anyone become a demon? Absolutely. If someone were to find true darkness and stay within it long enough, they would become part of it. It can be self-inflicted through emotions or by hanging around a cursed area for too long. It's totally gnarly. Doesn't that make your urban exploration extra dangerous? Yeah, dude. I try not to stay for long, though. I'm a badass, but it's not very punk rock to die. Preach. If I turned into a demon myself, I wouldn't be able to update my socials, which would also suck. I've got 6 followers. They have questions, and it's my duty to find them answers. Does this mean anything can become a human, too? Whoa, dude. That's an excellent question. I'm totally going to research that for my next Demonology 101 class. You're kind of blowing my mind here. Want me to explain something else? I kind of love Marty's whole style. The bangs are such a look. The, Duchess? The Duchess? Is that who cursed you? Whoa, the Duchess is what we demonologists call an archdemon, far more powerful than your typical demon. I have countless documents and images saved on my computer at home. They appear ghoulish to those who do not possess the third eye. The Duchess can grant vision into the celestial world, which would allow someone to see their true appearance, but at a cost. It's said that they're in search of true love. They're heavily burdened, searching for love to seize, but we all know that love can only ever be given, not taken. Dude, that's so cool that you've seen the Duchess. I never said I did. I'm just curious. Whatever. Keep your secrets. The truth is bound to come out eventually. Want me to explain something else? Nope. Another time. Suit yourself, dude. Thanks, Marty. Alright, let's run up to the church. Oh, look, they've come so far. They're sneaking out further and further. I can't believe how much there is to see out here. Why didn't anyone tell me? I should open the gate. I'm ready for adventure. It's so refreshing to be outside. I'm glad I could convince my friend to come out here too. Though, I think they might be taking things too far. Oh, look! Look who's here! I can't go back to heaven, and there's nothing here for me either. I should spend my final hours wallowing in the underworld instead. Everything sucks anyway. No one would miss me if I disappeared forever. Ha, classic Chamuel. Cursed girl, exactly who I needed to see. I'm starting to whatever, it's tough. I could use your help. Are you okay? As much as I want to thank you for the clarity you've provided, I still struggle to walk down this path with confidence. Moving forward into the unknown while the door of familiarity closes behind me is petrifying. Am I making the right choice? It's hard to say. I've been thinking about him all night, so what if I'm stripped of my angelic power? This dumb, beautiful bird. My God. Yeah. 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 Power means nothing without love. Everything means nothing without love. For me, at least. My destiny runs parallel to yours, cursed girl. I don't believe my fate's as complicated as yours. I can't fix the Duchess. I don't know how to make them understand how love works. Love is the healer. It needs no precursor. There's nothing more to do before you decide to offer it. What if I get hurt? There's always a chance that something might cause you pain. I will no longer let fear suspend my existence. Are you ready to do the same? This question. It's the same question I've been beating myself up over for as long as the Earth's been turning. It's the very same one you ask yourself. Answer now. What do you truly believe? Could you really love a demon? Could you? This is an important question in determining what ending we get. There's no elaborate options here. It's just no or yes. And you know what? I think yes. Like, Robin's my best friend. I adore them. I think I could love a demon. Yes. I believe you. I believe it could work too. I believe that for love to work, we must accept the changes that come with it. We must reject the notion of perfection. I believe we must accept the pain of uncertainty to acquire the pleasure of love. I believe I have the strength to reach out to him. I believe you can show me the way, Michelle. What? It's decided. I will act on your wisdom, cursed girl. May we both have the strength to follow what we truly believe, and may destiny be kind to our hearts. It may be with my dying breath, but I will fight as many fights as I have left in me. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. I will show him, even if it costs me everything I have. I will confront the demon tonight. Thank you for your insight. No pressure, Michelle. This is all fine. It's all good. Everything's going totally okay. Alright, so as you can see, the crypt has been broken into. It's glowing. There's sparks coming out of it, and Marty had also told us. But we're not going there just yet because we haven't gone into the church to talk to Benedict. It's so peaceful out here. I miss having my sense of smell. The plants smell so fresh after a light rain. Oh, hi, beloved. Oh, nope, that's not beloved, that's the seats. I have a bad feeling about Chamel's destiny. I fear, regardless of my attempts, his fate is sealed in less than ideal circumstances. He has to do right by his heart. I thought angels would understand something as important as love. Such small, insignificant things are less important when you're eternal. Maybe being an angel isn't all that great then. Oh, if you go in at this point, Michelle's like, no, that's scary. I love that. That's so funny. Let's check on our praying demon, our repenting demon friend. I have been repenting in this church for so long, I can no longer remember a time before this pain. What am I to do? Am I to understand that I will remain a demon forever? Maybe it's time to accept that you're different now. The internal self is always at odds with the physical self. Why is it that there are some things we can change and others we can only accept? What should I make of the pilgrimage that destiny has set before me? Sometimes you just have to accept that you're not going to be living the life going forward that you thought you were going to as a kid. What can I say? Hey, Big Feet. Michelle! Robin ran into the crypt. I tried to stop them, but... My friend Marty mentioned Robin was wandering around the crypt. Why would they rush in there? Robin suspects that the next victim is in there. They said the victim has something we need. It's something the Duchess mentioned, but Robin wouldn't go into detail. Robin shouldn't have gone down there. I don't understand. They're pretty strong. They'll be fine, won't they? Not this time. The crypt runs beneath this church, crossing paths with the gateway to the underworld that I guard. It's so close that the pull of the darkness could seriously affect Robin. It could make it impossible for them to return to the surface. In every simulation I've run, the results are not good. Michelle, I have to ask you to go after them. No one else will help me bring them back. Leaving my post here could endanger more than just Robin. It could be catastrophic. Though it might be worth it. Don't you know other angels that would be better suited to find them? Robin's a demon at risk of being trapped in the underworld. I don't think any angel will be of much help to me right now. I'll do it. Stay here. I'll find Robin. As a friend, it's the very least I could do. I've seen how much you both mean to each other. If I had a chance at love like that, I'd fight tooth and nail for it. If there's another third eye down there, then I can pick that up along the way. Thank you. You've already survived through so much peril. I know you can get through this too. I've done the calculations. The crypt entrance is in the churchyard. Please, help me get Robin back. He's so cute. Just like, what a cutie. Alright. So, my end time is planned for 15 minutes from now, so I'm just going to do a little bit of the crypt and then we'll stop. Robin's broken into here. I'll have to put my fears aside if I want to get them back. I am not going to do the whole crypt. That was just me trying to reload the shotgun. Okay, is this actually a passage? Yeah. Nope, not. Let's use this and not use up any bullets. So, we mentioned this is owned by an aristocratic family. They look totally cool. They look totally cool. If only you could see me now. I have something even you would never have been able to obtain. Listen, numbskulls. My family has taken every measure to protect their precious items inside, but today your job is to protect me above all else. Got it? I love her dress. I would wear this. Well, maybe not because it's white and I think it would stain like anything, but still. Now unlock the doors. Yes, ma'am. Now I'll finally mean something to those bastards. Just got that Ojo-sama laugh. Yeah, right, this is just like... This is a normal painting to pose for, right? Like, anyone would be satisfied with this particular painting. Oh, what? Okay, X. Again, I'm not going to be playing too much of the crypt, but we are doing a little of it. I can't waste any time. That was close. Alright, well, there's a big gap and I ain't jumping that. I ain't jumping that. I'm not Robin. I don't have those long hooved ankles. Hello. Is there anything you can tell me about this place? Things to look out for? Well, if I did that, it would be a lot less fun watching you. Cultivate your sense of adventure, Michelle. Take in the scent of danger in the air. What do I care if you die anyway? You didn't follow through with the deal, so I'm just here to watch you fail. Try and survive, though. I want to watch you suffer for a little while longer. What do you want? Sure. Alright. Ugh, I hate these guys. And I don't have a lot of shotgun ammo. We are about to have a bunch of them swarm us. Not bad. I'm getting the hang of it a little more again. I say, and then they immediately start dodging me. Where's my axe at? Oh, it's in my hands. I like how it's like Lucy was already really mean to us, but now Lucy's not even pretending. Shiny artifact here. Let's take the Agonizer Scepter. Sure, I'll take some water. Yeah, so these pots hide items and sometimes enemies. Yeah, no, they are the perfect shotgun enemy. I wish I had more shotgun shells right now. Because, for anybody watching who hasn't played, the shotgun requires fewer shots. So when the 2-shot enemies means you can just take them out with them. Help! Help! Wait, don't leave me here. You there. Me? Yes. I was searching for my old master's resting place when I got stuck in here. With them. The statues? Take a closer look. You'll find they're anything but statues. Alright, so the dog. I'm going to change to... no. Pistol. Pistol. Oh, on your feet. Whoop, they knocked me down. Fortunately, you can reposition around them pretty easy. Oh wow, it tried to block that, Zoe. LMAO. Come on. I'm recovering overly much, but I just don't like these guys very much. Especially when I don't have the frickin' shotgun. Come on! This is insane. I don't know if it's the game lag for me, because normally I can go through these guys much faster. Speaking of perfect shotgun enemies. Come on. Come on. There is... It blocked that word. I don't... That's just, like, unnecessarily, like, Puritan. Jeez. It always sounds like an excuse, but there actually is game lag between the, capture card and the computer. Thanks, you freed me, lady. Happy to help. Being undead has its disadvantages, you see. A dry nose, dry eyes, the list goes on and on. It's hard for me to sniff out danger. I can, however, sense your particular abilities. I'll lower the gate. Could you be so kind as to guide me out of here? Lead me with your power, fine lady. Okay. I can't imagine why you're in a place like this, but I'm not here to ask questions. You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Hope you find whatever you're looking for, fine lady. Yeah, the enemy movement is rough. These are fun. These are different depending on how you look at it. The endless waves of turmoil propel one's actions. The ship will be wrecked as wretched thoughts fight for attention. You mean well, you do bad. A reactionary of little thought. You did try your best. It wasn't good enough. Without your sacrifice as an example, emotion ought not to exist. The importance of balance permeates all other senses. The order kept in your corner of chaos protects many without their knowing. It costs something, though, right? Without your sacrifice as an example, charity ought not to exist. So yeah, that's different, depending. This little maze. I'm glad they marked the doors. Oh, who do we have? Nope, not the shotgun. Oh, hi. I forgot you were there, even though I could hear you. Oh god, I have the wrong weapon out. I have the wrong weapon out still. I'm starting to get distracted and tired, I think. There we go. That's a little better. Jeez. Alright. Well, I have Heartbreaker charged. So these little dots will open up these little cages, which have more of these guys in them. If I drag the doggy over them. We meet once more. I got lost again, but I sense you need me as much as I need you. Let's get moving, shall we? Yeah, let's get moving and really cling to a specific wall. Because we actually don't need to fight these guys. And that's much faster if we don't. I appreciate your assistance as always. I'll open the way forward. That's very kind. I hate being in anyone's debt, so back scratches must be reimbursed post-haste. Yeah, you just have to be really careful about how you're dragging the doggy. How you're walking the dog. It gets dangerous, more dangerous the deeper you go. Alright, there's an enemy in one of these, but I don't remember which. I'll just step on this. There's also items in some of these. I think it's this red one that has an enemy. I guess it doesn't matter, I can just fight them. That was fine, that was harmless. Oh, you're all the way over here, okay. It's just easier to whack those guys than to try to target them. Alright. I hope I get to save again soon. I didn't realize the dog situation was so close. Coffins. I hate coffins, but I must be close. I have to. The Duchess's key. I'll have to go in. Uh-oh. That's a blood trail, Robin. Alright, it's this corridor. Sometimes you just want the one that's easy, you know? Oh, yeah, I forgot you guys grab. The other thing with it being harder to lock on the console is the limited ammo doesn't actually change. Alright, let go of me. This is rude. I am saving my heart breaker for when I do not really have a choice. Oh, I should... Because it's one of those enemies that only gets stunned otherwise. Let me actually fill up my shotgun while I'm here. I could hear somebody. Oh, you're in this'll... Yeah, you are. Whoop. Wow, the controller just suddenly did something weird. Alright. Just bashing our way through it. Okay, yay, there's a save point in this room. So we will stop here for today. Hello. There's something wrong with this place, even outside of the demon realm. This is a place where my world and your world don't just overlap, they collide. It can be a trap for both humans and demons alike if you're not careful. I hope you get stuck here forever. Cool, thanks, Lucy. Sure. Alright, so this is where we will be stopping for today. We're about halfway through the crypt. So next time we play, we'll do the other half of the crypt and some of the story stuff on the other side of it, and maybe one more dungeon, and then there should be one more stream after that. So two more streams probably to finish off this game. So I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait to show everybody this. I'm having a lot of fun getting to play it again, and I hope you are enjoying this game that I love as much as I am. And have a great, wow, it's Sunday, so I guess have a great upcoming Monday, which I think is a holiday for some people who will be watching this. I was totally scared for a second that this crack that she's on was actually on my TV screen. I was like, oh no, what did the cats do? But no. Alright. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye.